like, what are the steps that someone can take to kind of rediscover who they are and slowly start to deal with this process?
Um, I would say anytime, like after a breakup, a divorce, it turns into like an emotional whirlwind. We do so much, and from a grieving perspective, like we do so much bargaining. We constantly blame ourselves. There's anger, there's rage, and then that leads to resentment that we carry. And I think the hardest part of any separation, no matter how long or brief the relationship was, is we feel like we wasted our damn time. And what I always tell people is that we have an opportunity. I could either look at this as an opportunity to build and grow, although it may be setbacks financially, emotionally, physically. I might have to get a new place. I might have to set up new bank accounts. I might have to hire a lawyer I can't afford. So it's hard to come to grips with that reality. There's also like the flip side of the anger that we have to kind of channel. And I always say that it's healthy. Like people are like, when will my anger go away? I'm so angry. I'm so mad that like there's a relief in knowing that you can feel that way. Because the other question I always get, well, was I the narcissist? Mm-hmm. The fact that you care to know if you were the narcissist probably tells me you weren't. Probably tells me you weren't the narcissistic one in the relationship. It probably tells me that you wanted it to work. Probably tells me you still have some empathy and some love and compassion in your heart. But I can't give somebody something they don't have. And they didn't come, this is like some obsolete toy that like we can't no longer bring back to the market. I can't remanufacture this. I can't go back to their childhood and give them the love they didn't have. I can't make up for that trauma of them being abandoned at an early age. I can't tell them, hey, you know what, your mom or your dad was going to be an alcoholic and they're not going to spend the time with you, or you're going to be resentful. Like I can't do all of those things. What I can do is look in the mirror and say, I lost all this weight. I gained all this weight. My hair is falling out. I could do better. I deserve better. And it can start as small as affirmations. I'm beautiful. I'm wonderful. I'm charming. I'm kind, right? Those are all the things I'm looking for when I ask that client, what do you love about yourself? But they've been so beat down for so long that they're just like, I'm just tired. I want to go to sleep. But it's really not exhaustion from like going to sleep. It's exhaustion of your soul. It's exhaustion of arguing every single day. It is tiresome. Mm-hmm. It is just one thing. And then, oh, here goes something else in the mail. Here we go. Here we go again. Oh, I thought this divorce was final. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
No, all right. So they're asking for, and I know from your perspective, you're just like, right. So they're asking for this. Yeah. Now, here's the flip side. Like, so it becomes again, all consuming. But my mother used to say something to me all the time, just 2 words. She said, be still. Most times, narcissistic people, toxic people, they'll reveal themselves for who they are. You just need to be still. You don't always need to say something. You don't always need to have a response. And I never realized how powerful silence is, because they hate that. They hate when you're quiet. They hate when they haven't heard anything back, because they're so what they're used to. FaceTime calls. They spent all that time. You got addicted. It's like coming off of a drug.
Right.
So it's a process in all caps.
But I think a lot of people skip the process, right? And then they jump right into another relationship. So what can we tell those people that, to me, that's a disaster waiting to happen. That's why second marriages, the divorce rate is almost 80%. So what is your take on
that? When we leave familiarity of a relationship, and we're unsure, it's easy to try to get caught up in the quick fix. And the quick fix is me depending on somebody else for my validation and my emotions. There's something to be said about somebody who can find solace in their solitude. Somebody who can be alone without being lonely. Mm-hmm. Like somebody that has a level of confidence enough in themselves. And sometimes you have to regain that confidence to say, you know what? I remember what I looked like before that relationship. I remember how vibrant I was. I remember so a lot of that is like reconnection and reintegration, right? It's reconnecting with those family members that you abandoned, and all the time, every Most people come to me and they go to lawyers and they go to therapists because they ain't got nobody else to tell. Because who the hell who would believe me?
Right.
Because what do we do in public? Oh, put on the smile, you go to the family barbecue, everything is all good. You show up and everybody's all happy and oh my goodness, the narcissist, oh, they know how to put on.
Oh, yes.
Oh, they know how to shake hands and kiss babies and oh my goodness, and so they think you're living a dream, but nobody knows what's going on in those four walls. And when you get in that car, what you got an attitude? You're just like, so now the fear, the anxiety. Yeah. I thought we just had a good weekend. I thought we just had a good vacation. No, because they thrive off of impulse. And it's so hard for us to heal after because we started thriving off that impulse, that chaos. So the sound of silence is deafening to us in no contact. But they said they loved me 2 days ago, but we just had sex a week ago.